if you're talking to a LGBTQ person over the age of, 50, 55, you are talking to someone who helped create the space in which we all live. I'm Matthew Bremer.
I'm Leighton Brown.
And together we are LGBT_history. We started the Instagram account in early 2016. We had gone to a unveiling ceremony of Frank Kammeny's headstone. Frank Kameny was the moral and logical compass of the queer liberation movement for 6 decades. Leighton and I are both, we were both practicing attorneys at the time, have all the privileges of a great education, background.
Specifically, history majors.
And we didn't know anything about our history, and it became very clear that day that we were without that anchor. We both came out relatively late. I was in my late 20s, Leighton was in his early 30s. It wasn't that either one of us came from particularly conservative places. It was very much internal, and just wasn't a thing that we really wanted to deal with. I didn't realize until the past few years, that how much of that did have to do with not understanding that I have every right to be here.
Probably growing up, at least, I didn't really give it much thought. And that's the real issue. I didn't even know what I didn't know, and I didn't know what I wasn't being taught. And yet, the sort of confidence in who I am and my level of pride in myself, and specifically in being queer, has elevated. It's increased significantly by learning about our history. The photographs, I think, give at least us, and I think we've seen through Instagram, other people as well, it's a certain connection to our foreparents that you wouldn't have without actually seeing them.
Those are discrete posts on Instagram. And when we got the ability to do a book, we saw the opportunity to really merge it all together. So we tell people it's the book that we needed. It is not enough for younger people, or whatever age people who feel alone and isolated. It is not enough to hear the story of Harvey Milk again. And God bless Harvey. They need to know that they existed too. That person, that individual, whoever it is. And they did. You did. You absolutely did. You have a connection to someone who has been where you've been. And you are as strong as they are. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Leighton.
And we want you to know it gets better.